something kind of looking good at the end of the week.
Yeah, we are. When I came in this morning and started looking at, making my forecast,
Right.
I almost had to scroll back and forth a couple times on my
Are
model.
we
Like,
sure?
seriously?
Yeah.
Did you
Rain?
put your glasses on?
Yeah, it was, crazy because it's been so long since we've been able to say a significant rain chance. We might finally have
Right.
an actual significant rain chance on Sunday. So everyone just, keep your fingers crossed,
Fingers
go out and do
crossed.
your rain dance in your front yard because we really need it, but it's looking pretty promising for us. The setup definitely looking more impressive than our last few weather systems.
Okay.
So we will take what we can get, and hopefully that will be a good bit of rain for us that can help maybe put a little bit of a dent in our deficit. I don't think it's going to, well, actually, I know that April's already a lost cause because April comes to an end on Thursday, the first day of May on Friday. We're in an 1.5 inches of a deficit for the month of April, and we are going to round out the month of April in a significant deficit. And of course, look at our 2026 departure, 3.5 inches exceeding that, rather. Hopefully, we'll be able to put at least a little bit of a dent in that, and we'll start May on a promising note in terms of rainfall. It's not going to be because of a front that's to our north right now. That's bringing a little bit of rain towards the Jacksonville area, but that is the front that's picking up the wind in Georgia, not helping with the wildfires Christina was just talking about. It's this weather system that's well to our northwest that's bringing a very busy round of severe weather to parts of Missouri, multiple severe thunderstorm warnings, flood warnings. I've seen a few tornado warnings. That's the front that's going to move in a little later this week and then ultimately this upcoming week. And finally bring us a chance for rain. Right now, we are stuck underneath this front, and we have a lot of moisture getting pumped in underneath it. It is a muggy and mild start to your Monday. Temperatures in the 70s closer to the coast, 60s inland. We're at 73 right now in Tampa, 77 in St. Pete, 72 in Sarasota, 68 in Winter Haven, 64 in Crystal River, 72 in Newport Richey. Look at that Gulf temperature, 75 degrees. That jumped a couple of degrees with all of the warm weather we've had. Our Gulf temperature also slowly rising. Here's a look at the dew points. This makes all the difference. We've had really comfortable dew points last week. They were in the 50s. Now they're in the 60s to 70s, so pretty sticky out there. Not quite as comfortable for your morning run. A couple people out and about already. Look at that. Overachievers. Love to see it. 71 at 8 o'clock, 81 at 11, mid-80s at 1 o'clock. So you probably want to get your run done a little sooner in the day because it is going to be hot and humid, but I kept it all green because us Floridians are pretty used to that, right? At least we don't have to deal with any rain. Highs today, mid to upper 80s. Some spots might approach 90 degrees. It is going to feel more like the low 90s, though. Let's talk about a low-end rain chance. Naturally, with all the moisture we have as a front moves in, we'll have at least an isolated chance for a few showers and storms. We'll stay dry through the early afternoon, just a light breeze, so the kiddos don't need to worry about bringing the rain gear. And really, you don't either for the commute later today. Maybe an isolated storm popping up over the Tampa Metro around 6 o'clock. Most of the heavy rain will be along the I-75 corridor south of town, Manatee, Sarasota County, around 9 o'clock. So after sunset, when most of us are done with our day. Tomorrow, a little less humid, still plenty hot with highs near 90 before that BTS concert tomorrow night. Here's a look at 8 o'clock when that kicks off. We should be nice and dry. Now, behind this front, again, we will get a slight dip in humidity, some drier air moving in. Not going to be quite as dry as last week, but a little more comfy. Then more moisture arrives ahead of our next weather system, so enough moisture will be in place for an actual rain chance. We could have some showers north of town late week as that front stalls to our north. So up along the Nature Coast starting Thursday into the start of the weekend, you'll have the chance for a few afternoon showers. But look at this. Here's our next weather system. Maybe some pockets of heavy rain Sunday afternoon into the evening. Early estimates showing maybe 1 inch to upwards of 3 inches of rain in spots along the Nature Coast with that next weather system on the way. So some measurable rainfall, some more significant and much needed rainfall on the way, it looks like. Light chop on the bay, seas at a foot today for that marine forecast. 7-day shows the warm and mostly dry weather through this work and school week with that best chance for rain arriving Sunday afternoon, dropping highs into the low 80s.